Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is x to the power of 3. This is equal to 18 to the power of 3 plus 24 to the power of 3 plus 30 to the power of 3. So what is the value of x, or what are the values of x? So let's provide a solution from here. So we have x to the power of 3. This is equal to 18 to the power of 3. We can express 18 as 6 times 3 raised to the power of 3, then plus 24, which is 6 times 4 raised to the power of 3, then plus 30, which is 6 times 5 raised to the power of 3. Now, in this case here, this is in the form of a times b raised to the power of n, which you can express as a to the power of n multiplied by b to the power of n. Applying this exponent property, this follows that we have x to the power of 3. This is equal to 6 raised to the power of 3 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 3, then plus, here we have 6 raised to the power of 3 multiplied by 4 raised to the power of 3, then plus, here we have 6 to the power of 3 multiplied by 5 raised to the power of 3. Now, as you can check here, 6 to the power of 3 is common here. So this means that we can factor out 6 to the power of 3. So that into the parentheses, here we'll have 3 to the power of 3. Then plus, here we have 4 to the power of 3. Then we have 5 to the power of 3. So we have x to the power of 3. This is equal to 6 raised to the power of 3 into the parentheses. 3 to the power of 3, this is 27. Plus 4 to the power of 3, this is 64. Then plus 5 to the power of 3, this is 125. So we have x to the power of 3. This is equal to 6 raised to the power of 3. Now, here we have 125. Let's sum this, plus 64 plus 27. So this is to mean that we have 7 plus 4, this is 11, plus 5, this is 16, 6 carry 1 here. So 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 6, 9, plus 2. So we have 11 here, then we have 2, 16. So this is 6 to the power of 3 times 216. So the next step is that we can express 216. This is the same thing as 2 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 3. 2 times 3, this is equal to 6. So this is the same thing as 6 raised to the power of 3. So we can express x to the power of 3. This is equal to 6 to the power of 3 multiplied by 6 raised to the power of 3. Now, this is in the form of a to the power of n times a to the power of m, which we can express as a to the power of n plus m. So applying this exponent property, this means we have x to the power of 3. This is equal to 6 raised to the power of 3 plus 3. So this means we have x to the power of 3. This is equal to 6 raised to the power of 3 plus 3, which is 6. So this is x to the power of 3. This is equal to, we can express 6 raised to the power of 6 as 6 to the power of 2 multiplied by 3. Now, we have that a raised to the power of n multiplied by m. This can be expressed as a raised to the power of n, then raised to the power of m. Now, applying this exponent property, this follows that we have x to the power of 3. This is equal to 6 raised to the power of 2, then raised to the power of 3. So we have x to the power of 3. This is equal to 6 squared, which is equal to 36, then raised to the power of 3. So let's take 36 to the power of 3 on the left hand side. So this means we have x to the power of 3 minus 36 raised to the power of 3. This is equal to 0. So this is the difference of two cubes. This is the difference of two cubes that we can express as x subtract 36, then multiplying by x squared, then plus, here we have 36 multiplying by x, so this is 36x, then plus 36 raised to the power of 2, cross the parentheses, this is equal to 0. So we have got two parts here. We have that x minus 36, this is equal to 0. Then we have the quadratic equation part, which is x to the power of 2 plus 36x plus 36 raised to the power of 2, this is equal to 0. Now from the first part here, we have that x1, this is equal to 36. x1 is equal to 36. This is a real solution. Now let's check the quadratic equation. Here we have the value of a is equal to 1. The value of b is equal to 36. And we have the value of c is equal to 36 raised to the power of 2. So we can solve for x2, x3 by applying the quadratic formula here, which is minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared subtract 4ac divided by 2 times a. So let's substitute the values of a, b, and c in this formula here, so that we have negative 36 plus or minus, we have the square root of 36 raised to the power of 2 minus 4 multiplied by 1, then multiplied by c, which is 36 raised to the power of 2. Then this is divided by 2 multiplied by 1. Now this implies that here we have negative 36 plus or minus, we have the square root of, now 36 to the power of 2 is common here, so let's factor out 36 raised to the power of 2 into the parentheses. Here we have 1 subtract 4, cross the parentheses, then divided by 2. So we have negative 36 plus or minus, we have the square root of 36 to the power of 2 multiplied by 1 minus 4, this is negative 3, then divided by 2. So this is to mean that here we have negative 36 plus or minus the square root of, now we can express this as the square root of 36 raised to the power of 2 multiplied by 3, then multiplied by negative 1, everything here divided by 2. So this is negative 36 plus or minus, so we can express this as the square root of 36 raised to the power of 2 multiplied by square root of 3 multiplied by square root of negative 1, then divided by 2. So this means that here we have negative 36 plus or minus. Now here we can eliminate the square root sign, so we have 36 multiplied by square root of minus 1, this is I, then square root of 3, then this is divided by 2. So we have that in the numerator here, 2 is common, so let's factor out 2, so that negative 36 divided by 2, this is negative 18 plus or minus 36i square root of 3 divided by 2, this becomes 18i square root of 3, then this is divided by 2. So this means that we can simplify 2 and 2 here, so that x2 x3, this is equal to negative 18 plus or minus 18i square root of 3. So we find that these are two complex solutions. These are two complex solutions. These are two complex solutions. So we have x2, this is equal to negative 18 plus 18i square root of 3, and we have x3, this is equal to negative 18, subtract 18I square root of 3. So these are two complex solutions, and we have only one real solution here, which is x1, and this is equal to 36. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and kindly subscribe. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video.